said in one interview that your father did not like or appreciate, especially mathematics. Mm-hmm. So how in the world could you be attracted as a kid? Because this is what you said in one interview. As a kid, you were attracted to mathematics. Was it? So mathematics is, I mean, for many people, it's basically boring at the age of 8 or 10 or 15. You just learn arithmetics and just trigonometry and so on. And so how in the world could you guess that mathematics could be the key or one key of understanding the world?
Well, you know, my grandfather on my mother's side, my mother's father, studied mathematics, and he became a lawyer, but he loved mathematics. And I remember him teaching me the times table when I was 4, and I loved it. I mean, he showed me the symmetry of the multiplication table. I really loved arithmetic. You know, I mean, I had, you know, I liked doing my sums. I thought I was a very goody child. I liked doing things correctly, and then I happened to be well taught. I was very lucky when, as a teenager, that there was, because I went to a girls' school and the science teaching was very bad, but there was a very good math teacher who really understood mathematics, and she taught me Euclid's geometry and she taught me calculus. Mm-hmm. She showed us a parabola and she started talking about, you know, the slope of the tangent, and she asked me, you know, at x equals 2, what's the slope of the tangent? And I guessed 4. And she said, well, why do you think that? Because she'd just done at 1 that the slope was 2. And well, I said, well, there's always a rule. And what she immediately did was just derive that for me. So I could immediately see why, you know, she just got the formula for me. And then she started teaching the rest of the class. But the thing is that she really loved mathematics and understood it. And so I always knew there was beauty in mathematics. And in my mind, it wasn't so tainted with things like the atom bomb. It wasn't so responsible for the atom bomb and all these other things. So that was a safe haven in a way. And my mother, you see, she was an architect. That's a combination of painting and mathematics. Mm-hmm. So there was always a mathematical skill on that side of the family. And she liked mathematics, even though my father did. See, by that time, I didn't pay that amount of attention to what my father thought. I mean, to some extent, but if he didn't like it, perhaps I would like it. You know? My father ran these conferences on theoretical biology. He was way ahead of his time in many ways, and so he had in the late, well, it must have been the early 70s actually, conferences on the theory of biology. He knew René Thom, and they were in correspondence. He was interested in mathematics to the extent that he wanted to build the kind of biology that only now people can think of doing. Mm-hmm. So he did think that mathematics was very dry and boring. On the other hand, he understood that it had some importance. Yeah.
But if you had not become a mathematician, because you have several talents, obviously, so what would have you become?
Well, I think the only thing I really had other talent for was music, and I played the cello. I certainly could have gone to music school and taken the cello up professionally, but I don't think that my talent at music, I mean, there was a time when I was really wondering what on earth I could possibly do. And I went through, you know, I was very good at school. I could do most of the subjects, but they didn't really have anything that I felt I sort of resonated with, except possibly for music. But I didn't think my talent there was so great in a way. And mathematics was always something that I loved. I didn't really communicate with many people about it.